Hey, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to this week's episode of Tuesday Preppers, where we take a look at the in-game news for FFBE and see what kinds of trials and content are coming our way this week that we can get ready for now. Going after like trials and things like that to get some killer materials and rewards that are going to help us to take out the challenges that are coming up. Gearing is very, very important, and killers are a huge part of the damage equation, so that's kind of why we focus on that. This week we have basically only global content, which is really, really cool. But it also means that we don't really know what's coming other than what they tell us. So we kind of have to go with what we've got. We've also got Dark Visions coming back this week, according to the live stream. So that's fun. Get your Riku Clear ready. Maybe, depending on how they fix the fight. But we'll see. But let's focus on what we know. And we'll start here with this event, Sworn to Slay a Demon. So this event, if we look at it, is a story event. Very exciting because it's a global story event, and we haven't had one of these in a while. And it's pretty cool. And it is the special story about Blade of Vengeance Ibarra. Now, because it's global and we don't know, we know that the boss is probably a demon because Sworn to Slay a Demon, right? So we can assume the boss is a demon. And we can assume that it's probably weak to dark because of Ibarra and her focus on dark. But we don't know for sure. But, there it is. That said, we're going to get some rewards, some crystals. We're going to get some gear, the Wandering Swordsman's headgear, and this killer materia. So I do recommend, if you're going to be playing this week, get started by doing this event to get this killer, because it's 50% demon and human, which we're going to need later. So definitely go ahead and do that, and you can upgrade these as well during the event. And this particular event is right here, the Fiendish Armor. Nullifies silence and paralysis, gives you some defense and spirit and 20% HP, but also gives you a mitigation buff for demons and humans, which might come in handy for a fight against a demon and a human enemy, later this week for the next 3 weeks. There it is. Also, the event does give you a chance to try out Ibarra, so that's cool. And there you go. Slay a demon. So we're probably going to need some demon killer for that. The other event that's featured on this page is this one here. EX battle against Tenma the Terrible. Now this one, if you look at it, looks kind of like a human. He doesn't look very demonic. He doesn't have like wings or horns or fire coming out of him or anything like that. And the other one was demon, so this very well could be human. We don't know. Probably also weak to dark, because it's all about Ibarra, so who knows. But either way, there's Tenma the Terrible. Get some awesome rewards, some Lapis. I'm curious to know how much Lapis, because we're going to need it. And EX tickets, EX coins, STMR tickets, lots of good stuff it looks like. So I'm hoping that this is a nice big chunk of Lapis, because we could all benefit from that. And there you go. So this will become available on Thursday, 3/16. Very cool, in the Vortex. Probably a human, but if not, we're going to definitely be focusing on demon. But we need human anyway for Clash of Wills. So Clash of Wills, if we look here in the news, is right here, the Shogun of Unknown Origin, Nobunaga. We know from the monthly bulletin and now from right here, he's a demon human with weakness to dark, fire, and ice. No surprises, since Ibarra is all about dark damage. And this sprite looks a lot cooler than the one that they showed on the live stream, so it's great. He's got fire all over him. He's got like some, looks like battle banners, and looking really cool. So I think he looks great. This is probably like the mid echelon, or maybe even the higher echelon fight. Pretty cool. Now they added a new challenge element right here. This is one of the new modifier boosts for your score. Party attack minus 25%. So between that, which is a lot like the defense and spirit one that we had last month, between this and then this note right here, where is it? Uses a powerful fixed damage attack if not dealt non-evocation fire, ice, or dark damage. You have to do, his element seals. And they talked about during the live stream that he has, there's a special thing about hitting him with a magic attack. And so between that and this thing here about 25% attack reduction, we probably want to bring mages to this fight. It's really hard to say, and I really hope this doesn't mean it's going to be kind of like Ginger Buff Man, where like if you break him the wrong way, if you like do a defense break on him, that it's going to really ruin your day. I really hope not, but we'll see, because the team that I'm already planning on taking does involve 2 physical attackers, you know, attack-based units, and then the rest mages. So we'll see how it goes. A couple other things here for Clash of Wills. The crown, the Celestite Crown of Will, is getting upgraded to higher stats, and the one I've got right now is rulers, so attack and magic 140, defense and spirit 60, and then attack and magic 500 for the bonus on that, which is pretty cool. But the other ones do seem pretty cool. The upgraded magisters has attack and magic 200 and chain cap up. Gravekeepers has a 150% killer. Champions has a 150% LB damage buff, and then Conquerors is just like really, really bad. So yeah, auto buffs are not as good as flat stats. Why does Conquerors exist? Explain this to me. But yeah, so definitely make sure you pick up the new Celestite Crown, and let's get ready for some Demon and some Human. Now, Demon and Human are 2 of the killers that are most common in this game. I'm going to show you right here. So here's Human. As far as trial rewards go, you know, you got the Cross Aigayan arm, which is not that great now, but it's still a pretty good trial reward. The Mask of Ashura is one that we're going to talk about tonight from Scorn of Ashura. It is Demon and Human Killer on a single item, so that's pretty good. You could also get Man-Eater Sense, which we did recently, and the other Man-Eater Sense. I have done a video on for Dark Dragon as well. You could also go and get you know, the recipe for Human Killer and Human Killer Plus from Iron Giant, who is very, very easy. No excuses. Go get it. You could just make guys belts with Star Quartz. I mean, there's tons of ways you can get, you know, Human and Demon Killer, or Human Killer in particular. So we're not going to focus too much on it. We're going to do some Ashura Clears tonight in basically 2 turns. But there you go. And so there's Human Killer, and then we're going to look at Demon Killer as well. Notice, like I said, Mask of Ashura is on both lists, so very good there. Crucifying Coercion as well is 100% for Demon Killer, so we definitely want to pick this one up. We're going to show you how to do it tonight with a strong friend unit and basically nothing else but, you know, naked units. And then Demon Eater Sense from Gloomwing, Demon Killer Plus from Belphegor, lots of good stuff. Force Mysterian, of course, from Lunera, STMR, very, very good. Shin Suryuken from Tidebringer Kaito's STMR, potentially good for Kaito if you're taking Kaito on the team. I kind of am. That's my current plan anyway. Yeah, Demon and Human Killer. So let's go get into it, and we'll take a look at what we're gonna do. While we're at it, actually, really quick, I want to point out a couple things. The new banner unit, where is it? Oh, we get a 5 free daily summon, which is really cool. The new banner unit comes with a vision card. Not this one. Where is it? Vision cards. Here we go. So here's Ibarra's vision card. It is LB damage 50%, attack and magic 300. And chain cap up, but there's no limitations on it, so we don't see like limited to FFB only. This is a very nice vision card with attack and magic 170 on it. Is it as good as other vision cards? Like, you know, the contender is Diosi's vision card, Diosis vision card, whatever you want to, however you want to call him. You know, that one is locked to dark only units, so this one is useful for everybody. Pretty good to pick this up. If you can. If you're planning on pulling. I don't know yet. And then there's this one that's on Ibarra's banner. The World Ender has Dark Rain on it. 135 magic, which is lower than Ibarra's, but that's okay. It's not a premium vision card. It's just a purchasable vision card. Has magic 80% and reduced MP cost, which is kind of cool. Does a 3-turn ramping dark element imbue and amplify, which is potentially cool, and magic 500 for FFBE units. I feel like this one is useful, but not as useful. Like, so if you got the light version that we got a few months back on the Xenogears one, or not Xenogears, on the Chrono Cross banner, and you've never used it for some reason or another, you're probably not going to use this one either. But I could see this being useful on like Oliveira if you didn't have Melissa for some reason. You know, Oliveira is one of Oliveira's big issues is not having a strong amplify. This would solve that for Oliveira. But you probably want to have something else for Oliveira anyway, like really high MP. But there you go. So it's a possibility. This could be good on Oliveira. Maybe some other units that you want to give dark, but you know, I kind of don't feel like I need to have it, especially now that we have Melissa in the game. So there you go. So let's talk about, yeah, I don't want to dig too much into Ibarra. I already covered a lot of that stuff in the beige carpet review the other day. They didn't really tell us anything new. I'm not going to go over leader skills either for the same reason. Let's just get into our clear. So we're going to go ahead and do a clear of Ashura. And this is going to be totally safe, very, very easy with just having kind of some random units. If you're going to go to the Vortex, you can go into Nemesis, Chamber of the Fallen. We're on the hard versions, the Indignant. And here she is, Blades unto Infinity. Now, I'm not going to do the easy version, but you totally could. This is the easy version, gets you Mask of Ashura, and all you need is a strong Golbez friend and a Chainer, and you have Mask of Ashura. It's Demon Killer and Human Killer in a single item. If you can do the one we're going to show you in just a second, you can get this as well very, very easily. But we're going to do the hard version. And here we go. And we are hoping that the friends list is not messing with us, so we got it. So we've got Antonio here, and set us up a nice X-Death and a nice Golbez. We're gonna go ahead and take the Golbez. There we go. So here is the team that we're gonna use to get this Crucifying Coercion, and you could also use this to get the Mask of Ashura if for some reason you haven't done it at this point. Let me go ahead and show you the gear camera so you can see what we got going on. There we go. So here is our Ling, right, who does not have any equipment. Here's our Barts, Warrior of Light Barts. You could use a 5-star or a 7-star Warrior Light Barts. You could use the original 4-star Barts who has Entrust. You just want any kind of unit who starts with a full limit gauge and Entrust. You can do that by gearing them. You can do that by just bringing Barts because he has Entrust. And I went ahead and gave him the Obsidian Bracer. It's not super important, but it is good to have it. Just a free break. Okay, there you go. Bulwark, not wearing anything in either form. That's just a refill meteor. Tsukiko, not wearing anything in either form. That's just to provide some imperils and some field effects and stuff like that. If you don't have Tsukiko, you could do this with Lena. If you don't have Tsukiko or Lena, you probably don't need to worry about it. Just bring a nice fire imbue unit and you're gonna be fine. Or any imbue. You could bring any elemental imbue and imperil unit. Like, you know, theoretically Bulwark could do it, except for we're using Bulwark for something else. You know, whatever. Tsukiko just happens to work really well for this, but you do not have to have Tsukiko. And then our Biggs and Wedge. So our Biggs and Wedge are just going to be chaining with a double element weapon and Genji Glove and Aurora Scarf to attack 4 times. And that's all they're going to be doing. And then that's it, really. And then our friend is our Golbez here, you know, who's got killers for Demon, Human, and Reaper at 300%. So that's pretty cool. And then, you know, otherwise just tons of HP or tons of MP and magic and Dazzling Demoness card. And this is not ours. This is somebody else's. So this is Antonio's. So thank you for setting up your Golbez for us. And we're gonna go ahead and take this trial out. Here we go. We'll go ahead and put the actions up on screen as well. So if you're going to do this way, not actually playing with the mechanics of the fight and just like taking her out in 1 to 2 turns, then you don't have to really worry about doing all of her goofy stuff like hitting her with the right elements and sealing her and things like that. We're just going to be killing the boss very, very quickly. To start, our Bartz is going to entrust over to Ling. And then Ling is going to use her shifted limit burst. Very important, the shifted one, because this is going to boost magic for Golbez as well as give everybody 5 stacks of Mirage. So if you don't have Ling, but you happen to have, like, say, Abigail, who has a 5-stack Mirage, or you happen to have Roberta, who has a 5-stack Mirage, or 2B, who has a 5-stack Mirage, or anybody who has a 5-stack Mirage, use them, okay? And that will take care of getting you through this threshold attack that we're going to hit. But we're also going to be buffing Golbez with this, so yeah, there you go. Very nice. Our Tsukiko is going to fire Imperil with Omamori, and then she's going to fire Imbue and put up the fire field. That way, our Golbez is in pretty good shape to do nice damage with fire. And there you are. Our Bulwark is going to go last, but we're going to go ahead and have our Golbez drop some rocks, and we're going to chain with Biggs and Wedge. Golbez is going to do his thing. So drop some rocks. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Chain. And there we go. Now, because Ashura is going to come back and counterattack us, we have to do Meteor again next turn, and Golbez is going to need some MP to help us do that. Bulwark is Golbez's best friend. So we're going to go ahead and just use Electric Ensemble, which is going to fill HP and MP for everybody. All right, she comes back. She counterattacks us a whole bunch of times. We dodged everything because she does, you know, only a couple of attacks, and we're good to go. Depending on if you have LB for Ling and for Bartz, you could theoretically, you know, put up a Fire Imperil, but she doesn't have enough to do it right now, so we can't do it. If you geared her for LB fill, she probably could. I didn't gear mine, so it's not that important. Instead, we're just going to run with it and not use a Fire Imperil. But we would like to go ahead and put a stat break on this boss, because right now the boss has no breaks. So we're going to use Bulwark to Bulwark's theme. That's going to put a defense, or not a defense, a spirit break on the boss at the very least, and that's going to help. Beyond that, we really don't have anything to do other than drop some more rocks. So we'll go ahead and queue up Meteor and wait, and drop. And there you go. That's going to get you Crucifying Coercion. If you do the same thing on the easy version of this fight, you get the Mask of Ashura as well. And that alone is going to give you 150% Demon Killer and 50% Human Killer, which you can probably round out with a bunch of other things if you've got it. There you go. Golbez doing all the damage, you know, Biggs and Wedge just chaining. A couple other things I wanted to point out to you in terms of good killers you could potentially bring to this fight for this combination of units. Get this out of the way real quick. Is Knights of Granshelt's regular TMR. So if we go to abilities, right, and we filter out we filter out Demon Killer, it's right down here. It's called Souls Joined Through Prayer. If you're wearing a katana or a large sword, you get 50 or 75% human and demon killer, which is a very nice amount. And you can get these off of a TMR. You just have to wear a katana. Well, all the best units in Clash of Wills right now wear katanas or greatswords. So there you go. I'm thrilled that I have 3 of these. I kind of wish I had more at this moment, but I've also got, you know, 2 Supreme Victors, and there's lots of other things that you can use for Demon and Human Killer. We've got tons and tons of stuff, so it's kind of nice. But you know, for sure, pay attention if you've got Souls Joined Through Prayer. It's gonna be pretty easy to gear several units, especially if they're wearing katanas. And there you have it. So I hope that kind of helps in terms of like getting some really easy to grab Human Killer and Demon Killer. Just grab yourself a nice Golbez friend, set up a chain, drop some rocks, and get you some good gear. That I still use to the day. I still use the Mask of Ashura. I still use Crucifying Coercion when I need it, and that helps a lot. In terms of what we're gonna be doing this week, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna pull yet. I want to see the data mine, of course. You know, I really hope that the fight is not tuned around needing Ibarra's leader skill. I really do. I think it's cool that she has it. I'm excited that she has it. I just hope that we're not already jumping into the point where the game is going to require you having it. Because, yeah, I have a thing against pulling premiums. If you guys watch my videos, you know that. So, yeah. In the meantime, in terms of Thursday, we're going to play the story event live. We're going to do the EX fight live. We're going to try and start working on Clash of Wills live on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Central Time, and try and have some fun with it. Maybe, depending on how good she is, maybe throw some tickets. I don't know. We'll see. Just depends, because I definitely don't have enough Lapis to chase her on my main device that I play the game on. So I don't know. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really rough. We'll see. If she's really, really superbly good, maybe I'll have to buy some Lapis. But I don't like chasing premiums. It's just the way it is. And there's a lot of premiums that are coming out that I'm gonna have to chase one eventually. If the meta of the game is shifting to you have to have a leader skill and a premium leader skill at that, I'm probably gonna have to chase a premium unit, and one that's as limited as just dark units only is probably not gonna be my cup of tea. So if I have to have one, I'm probably gonna be going for one that covers a wide range of units. And that's just the way it is. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you guys all on Thursday. Hope you come out and hang out on Twitch. Yeah, we'll have a good time. Until then, be good to each other. Take care. Good luck on your last DV ticket pulls if you have not done them yet. I'm doing mine tomorrow, so you should see a video about that coming out as well. Yeah, have a good night, and we will see ya.